to a top 10 list where with a little dog at my side here. He might make some noise. I'm trying to figure out what it is. He has food and water, so, but it is raining and thundering and lightning, so he might be a little bit uncomfortable with that. Yes, of course. Lay down, so I have to stretch even more to rub you. Yeah. See if he doesn't remain a little bit calm, because it might be the thunder stuff. I had door closed just before, so hopefully he's okay now. Anyways, the top 10 game list here is top 10 board game accessories. We love to add a bunch of stuff to our games, and here are my favorite things. So at number 10, I've just written down all kinds of... I've written down technology, but it is technology, of course. A little spelling error there. And what I mean by technology is that a printer can be I couldn't really choose between them. Like a 3D printer is amazing to do some custom stuff with. A regular printer is good for print and play games, and some of them can be quite fun. You also have calculators are always very nice to have with you. Games that use phones, a lot of people like them. I'm not one who overly enjoy it. So, and you also have laminator, that's what they're called, which can help out with printing out. And I'm sure there's been a bunch of other things you can use to help in your game and to enhance your game a little bit. So at number 10 is all kinds of technology, because I think they can be used to enhance your game, but it's not the most important thing in the world. Many of them seem quite very interesting to use in terms of that, especially a 3D printer. Oh, I'd love to have a 3D printer. So that's number 10. And number 9 is one that I really want. I still haven't played with it, but it's number 9 because I see so many possibilities, but I just can't get a hold of one. It's one that lifts the table, right? There's was a Kickstarter a few years back for the Level Up. It just raises your game here, so you can have your personal pieces here and all the playing pieces here, right? It seems it's such a great addition. I can't see why that wouldn't be amazing to use. It gets rid of a lot of issues in terms of table space, because you are doubling your table space essentially. Any kind of game like Critter Kitchen, where you need to have some secret information, becomes easier to have as secret information now. So yeah, it's something to lift your table up. I know that the Level Up exists. I don't know if there's a more specific word for it, but that kind of stuff I would absolutely, it's amazing, and I would love to have some more of that, specialized for the table sizes that we use. Great little accessory to get for a game. Number 8, I've written down specialized inserts, and what I'm specifically talking about is something like game trays, what they do for Creature Comforts that I have, or for Critter Kitchen as well, where it is specially molded for the specific game and for the components for that game. It can really just make it so much easier to store the game and to bring it out to play with the game, right? To bring in Creature Comforts, there's a specific little container that can contain all of the resources, coins, books, all you need. Just bring it out, pop off the lid, ready. So those kind of inserts are amazing to have, really great. But a step above that is more customizability for it. Easy to use for all kinds of games. It is component trays, and I'm thinking about the ones that you also get with the Wingspan, for example. These little holders, they come in different sizes, of course, but a kind of little component tray that can easily store stuff. I use it a lot for War of the Ring, for a lot of the smaller components in there. Just an amazing thing to have for your game. I love that Wingspan came with it. I know you can buy some from the Dice Tower Kickstarter, which is just this perfect size for most things. Of course, if you need larger size, I know Game Trays makes some as well. This is not a commercial, by the way. I wonder if that was caught on camera. But yeah, component trays are amazing. Also because, again, the same thing as the specialized insert. You can bring it out and use it to enhance the game and make it easy to set up. The component trays are a little bit easier because you can move it and maneuver it about a little bit more. That's why they're above specialized insert, because they're that great. A little step above that, in 6th place, is another one which is really great use for a customizability in your storage options. Ziploc bags. I have an entire Ziploc bag of Ziploc bags over there with a whole bunch that I always bring out. Okay, new game, how am I gonna solve this? Because it just is great to have to use for that specific for that, as those specific purposes. What I like the component trays for is especially when you have to draw something constantly from it, whilst the Ziploc bags is good to just components right there. Or just say, here, this is all your components, pack them out, you're ready to go. Ziploc bags just really are great for that one, and can be flattened out a little bit or folded into a corner, right? More than a component tray can. So Ziploc bags, just that extra step above, as an amazing accessory for all of your game. Now this has been a lot of packing down stuff. A lot of this has been about making space within the component box, making setup easier. Now we get to what makes gameplay a little bit more fun. And 5, right in the middle, is dice towers. And the reason dice towers are here they are just fun to roll dice in. A lot of games require you to roll the die or something from once in a while. Wingspan, it's your resources, for example, and sometimes it's just your combat, like Risk, just to bring up an example. And a dice tower is just a little bit more fun. Do you walk away now? Okay. Then don't make noises right now, okay? And I'm only speaking English because it's on camera, so you can hear what I'm saying. Okay. He seems to be a little bit calm, but there was a thunder right before him, and he reacted a little bit to it. He doesn't like it. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. Dice towers. It's just a little bit more fun to roll your dice into a dice tower. I have one up here of R2-D2, so roll it into his head and he poops them out, and that's a stupid thing, but it's a little bit more fun to roll your dice when you have a little bit of a dice tower. You can hear it roll and it comes out and out of the gate, or well, out of R2-D2 or whatever. Have some fun with it, so it really can just make it a little bit more fun, this mundane task of just rolling the dice. I really need to bring that R2-D2 one when we're playing Star Wars Rebellion next time. I mean, thematic, but one thing that can be a little bit noisy with also a dice tower is, with rolling dice, can be noisy. So there, a dice tray, which is number 4, comes in handy. It is something that we like to use a lot, because when you roll dice, it can be really noisy, especially on like this. Like that's just my knuckles. They are not made, they have a little bit of flesh on them, right? Can be quite noisy. So therefore, it's thundering again. Therefore, dice tray is really amazing to just keep your dice also controlled. I mean, rolling here, now they're on the table, on the floor. But with the dice tray, you noise cancel it, and you keep it right here because it's a tray. So dice tray is a really great must-have almost for any game that requires you to roll dice frequently. Above that is, dice is used a lot, but one thing that's used a lot more is cards. And when you have a lot of cards, it's nice to have a card holder. And what I talk about is something that you put in front of you, so you can lie the cards up here. Some of them also have a little holder for components in front of you. I have some for Wingspan, which is really awesome, have a layer in front of you where you can have all your resources and a bunch of cards in front of you. It really works great. It gives you a more look at what's going on the boards. With your cards, especially instead of holding like this, you have them here. You can spread them out a little bit. Maybe group them a little bit, because these are the throwaway birds. These ones I want to play. All kinds of stuff in that way, in a sense. And card holders are just really great, especially when you also form them up with something to hold them down here. I know since I've bought some for Ticket to Ride. My mom is always angry when I bring Ticket to Ride, but don't bring those. Like, what are you doing? Bring them. So they're really useful. A really useful tool for when you have the cards with card games with a lot of cards, or just a few cards. It's always nice to just have them here, because you can think. I at least tend to have, a lot of the time when I play, put my cards down to look over here and then draw them up. So it's nice to have them here, so I don't have to always, I just have them here and I can look over, play my game. So card holder is an amazing little accessory to get to it, but it's nothing compared to the top 2. I think the first ones I wrote in was the top 2, and I knew this was 1 and 2, because I love these ones more than anything. I mean, card holder, dice tray. I like all these. I have some of all of these, except the table lift. I want one, but I have everything else, and especially this one, number 2, metal coins. I'm a sucker. As soon as a Kickstarter or something includes metal coins, I buy it because I love it. For something like viticulture, it's such an enhancement to the game. Like, you can't, throwing around on cardboard, I'm paying for stuff. Throwing them out metal coins, cling, cling, cling. I've just paid for that delivery, or whatever. Oh, it feels good. For distilled, you're going there like, oh, I need some stuff. I need that boiler thing over there. Cling, cling, cling. Now it's mine. It feels cool. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking nerd. I play board games. I like to feel cool. And metal coins is like the #1 thing of additions. Well, it's the #2 thing, isn't it? Because it's not the #1 accessory here. Metal coins, amazing thing. I love having metal coins. But #1, playmats. And this is just for the look of the game. It can, like, having something roll out can really just have a nice look. I mean, when I play Lord of the Rings, the card game, I also have the Dice Tower Dinosaurs mat out. I just love having that one out. It looks cool on the table with the Lord of the Rings stuff. And of course, maybe you actually want to play with the Lord of the Rings map. Of course, why would you want to do that? But you could do that. But it could also enhance the game. I know that for what's it called? Unstable Games. They do a lot of playmats for it. So it's kind of lined up, you know. You put these cards here, put these cards here. Bam, bam, bam. It's easier. It helps you with the setup. Helps you with keeping everything confined here. That's what a good playmat does. It helps you have everything set up perfectly in front of you. And then you have your component trays over here. You have the milk coins. Then you pay for stuff. And but playmats is a thing that I always love. Whether it's just one to visually aid when you have it on the table, or to actually help with the setup, to bring up the still before as well. It has a playmat to help you with shuffling out cards, and it makes it easier to also flip them around. The ones that you buy from, as I said, for Unstable Games, most of them have a playmat, which helps you organize your area, and you always know where to put things. But also, just for Lord of the Rings, the card game, I just have a playmat with dinosaurs on them, because I think that's funny to play with. So playmats is a really awesome thing to have, and I know, you know, I know why that's a big industry. Whenever you're somewhere and there's Magic the Gathering cards, there's almost always a little shelf of playmats, and there's a reason for that. It's an amazing thing to have with your board games or with your card games or whatever. So that is my #1 favorite accessory, but don't fret on those metal coins, because that's amazing. Yeah, thank you very much for watching this top 10 list, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!